force a fourth down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Well struck, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
47-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah. Once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
20-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vargas. Gain there, 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that would be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
The pass complete to Michael Gallup.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5s.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14. Flushed out right. Throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains.
We talked about mobility on quarterback. Quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
4-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And they run the option on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He had the option. He made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, Most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try the left side. Roberson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down.
The quarterback sack. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be caught at about the 5.
To number 80.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
10. Buccaneers 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half.
Ties the game at 10.
So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy.
Michael.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And boy, on this drive, it looked like the offense was really moving the football. I mean, they have been moving the football, but now they're in a tough spot. Nice play defensively.
Certainly felt like the defense decided to answer what the offense was doing. Okay, you're doing pretty well there. Guess what? We're going to bring some pressure. See if you can handle that. And they got to him on second down, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Advantage defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. So now second half, week 4 of the preseason, all the starters, they departed after 1 quarter. Some folks may call this garbage time, but don't tell that to the guys that are out there now.
No, I would agree with that totally because there's still jobs to be won or lost during this portion of the game. This final opportunity for them to make a positive impression. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They'll look to throw here. This is the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
38-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
27.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try the left side. Roberson. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The pass. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to number 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 in the 1st.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Number 27.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave.